Welcome back, guys, and first of all, Happy New Year to you all, and thanks for tuning in on a Monday instead of yesterday, our usual time. So this video is going to be talking about Morocco. We are heading to Morocco in the next two weeks.
Yeah, very soon.
Very, very soon. And we've done a bit of research, but there's still some things we're not so sure about, and so we're going to talk to you about our plan, where we're going, what we want to do, some of the things that we're, still question marks, and that sort of thing. So,
and let you guys know what to expect from our upcoming trip and what we're going to be doing there, and all the exciting plans we have for our time in Morocco.
Yeah, because we do want to see the country. We don't just want to go campsite. We want to see the country. We want to see the Medinas, the markets. We want to be seeing all of this sort of stuff, seeing the attractions and off the beaten. Off the beaten track.
Yeah.
I think
that's right. Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
So first of all, we'll let you guys know why we are going to Morocco. Why have we chosen Morocco as our next adventure, our next travel van life destination? So firstly, it's because it looks like an absolutely amazing country to explore. We've seen a lot of people go there, and from what we've seen, it looks incredible, and we want to experience a little bit of that.
Yeah, and so different to most places in Europe.
Yeah,
so
most places we've been to. We haven't really pushed ourselves out of our comfort zone with our travel so far. None of it's felt too scary.
We've been to some awesome places. Norway, Scandinavia being, amongst our favourite places. Absolutely incredible, but... yeah, certainly Morocco. It's not a European country. It's on the African continent. Different religion also plays a part, and different history. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be looking really forward to it.
Yeah, but that does obviously come with a few nerves. So if you have pushed yourself out of your comfort zone in life or with travel, and how you've overcome that, and whether it's been a good thing or a bad thing, and where you've gone and experienced something different, then let us know in the comments, because we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, let us know. Where has been the place in the world which has pushed you outside your comfort zone? Yeah, but there's also another reason we're going to Morocco, and that is good old Brexit.
Don't say it.
I'm going to say Brexit. Yeah, now... people often waffle on about Brexit, blah, blah, blah. It's all in the past. We don't really waffle on about it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You have to make it work. And that's what we're doing. We're making it work. And I think it's fair to say that if we had remained in the EU, we probably wouldn't be going to Morocco.
No.
I think a lot of people probably wouldn't go to Morocco. If the truth was actually known, I don't think they would. So it's forcing our hand. And, we've got a choice. We either go back to the UK in February. No one wants to go.
Doesn't sound
No
fun.
one wants to be in the UK in February. Or we go to Morocco. So that is the other reason we are going. So the next thing is, how long are we going for? So for us, we don't really need to be back in the UK until early May. I think it's the early May bank holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the Campervan Camp Out Festival, which we're really looking forward to. We're going to be doing 2 talks.
Yeah.
2 talks at that one, and our lorry, Tory, will be on display. So if you're going, or maybe you should go, come and see us, and you get to have a nice little peek inside the lorry. Yeah.
Also, while we're talking about that, we are going to be running a competition over on our Instagram page at Touring with the Kids, where you can win tickets for Campervan Camp Out Festival. It's an awesome festival. I'd actually probably say it was our favourite festival last year. Really good. Plenty to do with the kids. Just an awesome vibe.
Really good fun. So head on over to Instagram. We'll put the post. We'll make sure it's pinned right at the top. Very obvious, and you'll just look through there for information on how to enter, so you can win some tickets. Yeah,
so that's early May, and we don't have anything to do up till then. It sounds like we're like bums. We don't have anything to do for months on end, But yeah, we don't have anywhere we need to be or anything like that, and so we're stretching it out. So we're hopefully going to do 12 weeks, 3 months.
3 months in Morocco.
In Morocco. That's the plan. Something that has cropped up in the comments when we've mentioned Morocco over the last month or so is how safe is it with children, and we've even had someone say, Don't go. It's not safe.
Don't go to Morocco with your kids.
Yeah, I think they said it's not the right environment
For young children.
Young children. Now, we've done our research, and apparently Morocco does have children in the country. So I don't really know what people mean really by it's not the environment for children. There's plenty of children in Morocco. And as far as the research we've done,
we are happy with and we're comfortable that it's...
If anything, it indicates the opposite, that actually Moroccans in general are quite family orientated and quite welcoming and all the rest. Now, you're always going to have bad people no matter what country you go to, city you go to, town you go to, whatever. There's always these negative people. But I think in general, what the research we've looked at is, generally speaking, they're quite welcoming. So, we're going to take the same caution we do everywhere we go, which is just keep eyes on the kids.
Keep eyes on the kids. You know, when we're in busy places, we always make sure we're extra cautious. You know, we always tell the kids, stay close to us, and they're very good at listening to that. They'll hold our hands when we need them, and if we're a busy market, like I say, we'll just keep them close. And
absolutely,
you just judge your surroundings. That's what you've got to do as a parent, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. And we do have 3 kids, so if we do lose one, we still have 2. So you need to look at the positives as well as the negative.
Okay. Yeah. So we have also heard that there are obviously a lot of cultural differences between Morocco and the UK. Things are done very differently. First up being...
tea bags.
No, I wasn't going to say tea bags.
Okay, well I'm going to just jump in and say the tea. Moroccans drink tea, and I'm a little bit worried about this. Because I'm a Yorkshire tea man. I love my Yorkshire tea, and I've heard Moroccans like to drink tea which is really sweet, lots of sugar in it. And I once worked with a woman that had 9 sugars in her tea. 9, crazy. And I accidentally drunk a bit of her tea, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. It should actually be an offence to drink that tea in the UK. So put in
the comments if you think that Rick has to try the tea in Morocco, because I think he's got to. If he's there, he's got to experience it.
I'm Yorkshire tea, splash of milk, no sugar, like that. That's real tea. I can't, like PG Tips and Tetley, get out.
I don't drink tea, so I'm going to be like screwed because I only drink coffee.
I know, but they have it everywhere. You see, we've watched plenty of other people, YouTubers that have gone out there, and it's tea. And
it has to be poured from up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit worried about the tea, and I think that's probably the only cultural difference we need to talk about.
No, I don't think it is. There are some bigger cultural differences than tea.
I don't think so.
There are. So the haggling is one. So it's like, we have heard that they might see you at the markets and assume you've got a bit of money and try and make you pay.
That would be very wrong.
Try and make you pay a higher price for what they're selling. So it's about, we've never really haggled before, but we're going to have to, otherwise we'll get mugged off. And we don't want to be mugged off. So we're going to have to learn to haggle a little bit and hold our ground when it comes to buying stuff.
It's going to be like,
markets.
We're going to have maybe a week to get to grips with how much you should actually be paying for
certain things,
Yeah, so there are supermarkets out there. There's the Carrefours, which you find all over, well, you find them in Spain and France.
Yeah.
So there is Carrefour supermarkets. We've heard they're a little bit pricey. We don't use them here in Spain for that reason. So we want to be buying from the markets fruit and veg as much as possible.
And it'll be nice anyway to do that.
It'd be a cool experience to do that. But yeah, so we don't know how much things cost. We don't know how much. So that's going to be all new to us. And also Beggars. We've heard stories of kids and people gathering around your motorhome wanting a handout of something.
We've also heard of police officers stopping people and saying they're speeding and wanting a bribe, to not get, to let you carry on, basically.
That just reminded me of that scene from We Are the Millers. If you've seen We're the Millers, then that's a great film. That's a great film. Good one. That ain't happening. You might have to.
Can we please divert now?
You might have to take one for the team, Kira. It's like, it is what it is.
Please, no. So, but we have heard that it's a good idea to carry around biscuits. Or what was the other one? I don't know if it was fruit, like tubs of fruit or something.
We've heard mixed feelings about it. Some people say you shouldn't give them anything because it becomes an expectation, and some people say just give them a little something and move on. So Yeah, we're going to have to figure this one out.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
And then the other thing I think we've heard a lot about is the stray animals. So the stray cats and the stray dogs. Apparently there is a lot of them. And although we've obviously only recently lost our dog, Jack is like scared of dogs. Which is crazy. He does not like dogs, and none of the kids are really big fans of like dogs running up to them. So I think that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, just getting used to the fact that there are stray animals about. But hopefully they just keep their distance.
I think in general they're going to keep their distance. We have heard of a couple of horror stories of people getting attacked, but we're going to keep ourselves distance from them. And again, it's just we'll take that common sense approach.
So in terms of the route, we are going to be getting the ferry from Algeciras to Tangier Med and getting our tickets from the famous Carlos.
Carlos. We've heard about Carlos. In all the van life groups about Morocco, you go see Carlos, go see Carlos.
Yeah.
It's all about Carlos. So we need to locate Carlos.
Let's go find him.
Need to go find Carlos. Do you know where Carlos is? If you have seen Carlos, tell us where Carlos is. You know,
has anyone actually met the Carlos himself, or is it just the people who work for him?
Well, I've heard it's his daughter that runs.
Oh, really?
The travel place. So Carlos, if you don't know, he's got a ticket sales centre where you buy your ticket, and loads of people use him. So we've heard. So that's who we're going to go with. But the route. So we're going to stay on the coast to start with. Hit all the places which I need to look on my phone. Kenitra, Rabat, Casablanca, where else are we going? Safi, all the way down to Agadir. So, in fact, we're going further south than Agadir. We're going to go to Sidi Ifni, I think is the furthest south we're going to go.
Which is quite far south, isn't it? It's a good stretch.
Yeah, it is quite a far stretch. So Morocco, Sidi Ifni is still in, need to be careful what I say here, but you've got Morocco and it's sort of split in two. There's sort of Western Sahara is the bottom half. It's still part of Morocco, but Sidi Ifni is just north of that. So yeah, we'll be going down that far. From Agadir, we're going to be cutting inland to, I always forget the name of this place.
Mazuga? Mazuga, the deserts.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to see the Sahara. Seeing the Sahara Desert is going to be wicked.
That's just bucket list. We couldn't go to Morocco and not go to the Sahara Desert. That's just like, we're there, we're seeing it.
Absolutely. So that is really bucket list stuff. That's what we want to do. So we're going to go there. And there's some cool stuff en route as well. There's a UNESCO site en route. And an awesome gorge, which what's it called? Near Tinga. Let's see if I can find it on here. I think it's just called the Tinga Gorge or something like that. If you've done it, let us know. Also, can I get my lorry up there? If you know that, then please let me know in the comments below.
That is one thing. We will be avoiding the Atlas Mountains, won't we? That is not on our planned route.
Yeah,
for very good reason.
Yeah, we're going to stick to the coast and come south of the Atlas Mountains and then inland south of the Atlas Mountains. So we'll climb up a little bit, but not going in the heart of it, because even though it is Africa, Northern Africa, they get a lot of snow, or can get a lot of snow in the Atlas Mountains, and I don't really fancy that yet in the lorry. Maybe at some point I'll...
Not just the snow though, the tight roads you might come across. We're not quite ready for that.
And one thing about Morocco, which is different to many parts of Europe, is they don't have street view. There's only the odd place on Street View. So you can't... What I like to do is I like to look at places and then go on Street View. Can I get in there? I like to go on satellite imagery. Can I get in there? What does it look like? Very difficult to do in Morocco. So if you've been, then specifically about driving a large vehicle or any motorhome, what are the roads like? Tell us what the roads are like, especially heading off inland as well.
Yeah, not just the coastal areas, sort of,
Yeah, so we're going to stick to inland anyway, most of the N roads, which are the national roads, which I think genuinely are pretty decent.
We're hoping.
Yeah. So that's the route, but let us know if you've been any places we should definitely hit, or any campsites that you definitely recommend. We don't want to be spending big bucks on campsites. We don't mind the odd one, but really as cheap as possible, because we're poor. We rely on all you lovely people watching this and sticking up with the adverts.
Yeah, we do appreciate it, guys.
We do actually appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Let's talk about the challenges, because there is going to be a few challenges or hurdles that we need to come across.
So the first one is our insurance. That's our lorry insurance. So the insurance that we have in the UK that is now covering us in Europe, we've got European cover, will not cover us when we are out in Morocco. And I don't think they will anyway. Like, I don't think we can upgrade or anything like that.
Yeah,
so,
I've heard a few insurance companies do allow you to upgrade, but ours, I don't think is one of them. I don't think.
So the option we have for that is to get insurance at the border, which I think is only third party.
Yeah, so you can, from what we've heard, you drive through the border and there's little booths and you pull in and they will sell you third-party only insurance, just in case you crash into a donkey or something.
Donkey, a camel.
Yeah, a camel. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Camels and donkeys.
Yeah, they do, yeah. No, but they give you third-party insurance only, which you buy, and they give you a little receipt and ticket and all that sort of jazz. The second one is travel insurance, which Kira's already sorted out, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, we've already sorted that one out. So we're with
and saved us a bit of money.
Saved us quite a bit of money. Yeah, we're with Alpha Travel Insurance. We've had them every time we've travelled, and we're originally on a 3-month travel insurance. You select your countries you want. So that was covering us in France and Spain. And I went and got a new quote, and it was like 400 odd quid for Morocco for 3 months. And I was like, I don't really want to be paying that. So I just got in touch with them and they sorted us out, added Morocco, added the extra amount of time, and I ended up paying £90 extra on top of what our normal
saved us
travel
300
insurance.
quid.
Yeah, really good.
So that's really good. There is one thing we haven't sorted out, and that is breakdown cover. So as far as I'm aware, there is no breakdown cover available when you head into Morocco. So what I've been doing is on the van life groups, if someone has broken down and said any recommendations for garages, I then take a little snapshot on my phone of all the places people have recommended, and therefore I've got a little catalogue of garages just in case we don't want to break down.
It's never happened to us before. We've never had flat batteries.
Yeah, it's just nothing in it.
We've never been stuck in the mud, and
we can't get ourselves out. It's too wet, and both of the machines ain't going to get us out.
I think we've got a pretty good track record.
We got it sorted. We got it sorted, didn't we? You know, if we get stuck in the mud, then good old Tom will come out. We'll fly Tom out with his tractor. He can pull us out of there. No, it should be fine. Our batteries are still playing up. So when I get back to the UK, we're getting new batteries. I've already decided we're getting new batteries.
But you have found on your phone that you're tracking them now, aren't you? You're tracking how low they're getting the engine batteries.
I can track the batteries. We're diverging here, but we can track the batteries and my voltage on my phone. And we're losing about 0.3 volts, maybe 0.4 volts every 24 hours. So not great, but they're probably old batteries. Anyway. So breakdown cover, I don't think we're going to get it, is what it is. Also, to all the lorry drivers out there, is truck spares. What do you carry in your truck as spares from the road? I've got spare bulbs. Need to change one, actually. I've got spare fuses. But what else would you bring to somewhere like Morocco?
Where you've got no breakdown cover.
Yeah, where you've got no breakdown cover. Exactly. You know,
what would be handy for us?
Yeah, we don't have a spare wheel for starters, so we don't have that. But what would you take? Let us know. I do need to find fluids like engine oil and antifreeze, coolant. I need to find what they are first, because I don't even know what they are. That's bad, isn't it? But there we go. So let us know in the comments, what would you take in the garage as spares for your vehicle?
So another one of our challenges is the fact that we have 2 fixed timescales that we need to keep up with and keep moving. So there's a couple of places we want to be. We're not going to share those yet, but we have it's their secrets. But we have 2 quite exciting things happening whilst we're in Morocco, and we need to make sure that we are there at the particular time that we have planned. So we need to keep moving. We're not going to be doing it slowly. Exciting stuff. We're looking forward to those.
Yeah, that's like 3 months is a long time, but to see a whole country, it's, you know, so we need to keep moving anyway. Another thing also with dogs. Now, we don't obviously have Charlie anymore, so you know, that's not a worry for us. But we are heading out to Morocco with another family, a family that we've met up with a number of times. We spent Christmas with them here in Spain, and they had a bit of trouble with their dog.
It didn't pass the TITA test. I think it's TITA or TITA, whichever one it is, which is basically the test that proves that the dog's got enough antibodies against rabies for getting back into Spain. So not into Morocco, but back into Spain once they've been out. And the dog's just not got the right amount of antibodies, so their dog can't come to Morocco.
But we've heard that about a few people travelling with dogs, that, you know, there's these odd issues, whether it's timescales, you know, tests which have not been passed, etc. So
Rules
really a thing for you guys. If you are coming to Morocco and you've got dogs, it's definitely possible, because there's lots of people out there with dogs. But give yourself enough time, and, you know, also be prepared. You know, have a backup plan, I suppose, if you know, if the inevitable and the dog doesn't pass the test. But, you know, that's something else. Maybe in the comments again, you know, let us know how have you got on, you know, if you've taken your dog over there. And so the final challenge we've got is LPG, our gas. Now, we've got a big gas tank on the truck. It's 70 litres, or 58, I think, because it only gets filled 80%. But Morocco, as far as I'm aware, does not have LPG filling stations.
Yeah,
so,
if we're wrong, then let us know. But from what we've seen, there's no LPG in Morocco, which isn't great.
No, so the setup we've got with this, as long as we've got enough solar power, I can flick the inverter on and I can actually run the heating and hot water off the electric, in theory. Never done it before. So I think I might have to test that out. Can I run our Truma Combi 40, for anyone out there that wants or has one of these? Have you ever tried running it off your inverter? I think I'm going to give it a shot. I think I'm going to try, because if we can, we've got plenty of solar to keep our batteries topped up, so I can then not use the gas. We can just use the inverter. But yeah, I'm going to test that. It would make sense,
but obviously the only thing that's not going to give us is our cooking. We still need gas to cook on. But then if we're using that, hopefully that will leave enough gas for the cooking, if that plan works. If not, we're just going to have to be really, really cautious about what we use.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, we might, after 8 weeks...
Stop showering.
Stop showering, No, but we've got campsites, so we can go to campsites. But yeah, so really, those are our plans for Morocco, which will be starting in a couple of weeks. Let us know what questions you've got. Have you ever been to Morocco? Let us know. If it's on your bucket list, let us know. And really stick around, subscribe, give this video a like, and we will see you very soon. Very shortly. Out in Morocco.
And just one more thing, we've shared our travel plans. You know what we're up to now for 2024. Tell us what you're up to for 2024.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have you booked any holidays yet? Have you booked any van trips? Where are you going and what are you doing? And we'd love to know.
Absolutely.